Today you are going to start working on the movie poster project. This is kind of a fun one, but it's also considered one of your biggest projects because it is going to be worth 100 points. Just keep that in mind and make sure that you're giving your best work as you're doing this, okay? So what you're going to be doing is recreating your favorite movie poster using pictures of yourself and your peers. Remember back when we took the portraits of ourselves, cut them out and put them in that shared folder. Go back to that shared folder on Classroom to find images to use within your document, okay? And so you'll want to download them from that folder and use them appropriately for the purposes of this assignment, all right? You will need to include at least 3 other peers plus yourself. However, if the image, the poster you find only has 2 people in it, that's fine as long as you are doing your best to match all other elements, okay? And one of those people that is being used is you. Don't just use your other classmates. You have to be in there too, okay? And I recognize that some of the poses may not match up with the poses from the posters. If that is something that is super bothering you and you want to make sure that you do this absolutely over the top correct, I do not mind if you go take a quick picture of a classmate or of yourself. However, please do not disrupt anybody else in the process, okay? And make sure that the person, if you're using someone else, is okay with this because they will lose a little bit of work time as well. So you're going to be submitting 3 files, the original, a Photoshop, the PSD file, and the JPEG of your creation. Also super, super important, in the private comments, you are going to discuss in 6 to 8 sentences these questions, okay? 6 to 8 sentences in the private comments discussing these questions in addition to your assignment. Okay, so I have a couple of examples. So what you'll be doing is you'll go find a movie. I don't care what. This could be also, it could be a TV show. It's really up to you. Find a movie, and what you're going to do is turn it into your own creation. What I'm looking for is you to match kind of some of the poses, try to match fonts if you can, match the overall appeal and look of the image. Okay, you're going to give it its own title, but it needs to be a play off of whatever your title is, and its own tagline. All right, so this is kind of an example. Here was my original, and then here was what I created out of it. I also have those attached to the assignment if you need to go back and look at those more. Here are some examples from past classes, or from a past class. I thought he did a really nice job, this student in particular, of going in and kind of using some transparency to make it look like the reflection of the image within this within the sunglasses. This student also did a nice job of trying to, he went in and used his brushes, again playing off similar colors. Another one that did a good job, okay, she went in, she drew this image here. Everything needs to be drawn by you, okay? Do not go cut something out from another picture and put it in your image. It needs to be drawn by you, okay? And then this student, I thought he did a good job of trying to make his background and again matching the fonts to the best of his ability, changing things, making it look as similar as he can to his original, okay? So again, we're creating a movie poster. Find the original, that needs to be turned in, and then the PSD and JPEG of your creation also needs to be turned in, along with 6 to 8 sentences discussing what movie you chose and why, maybe, or television show. What tools did you use? Please, please, please use correct vocabulary and what tools you were using. So if you used a clipping mask, for example, you would talk about that. Don't just say it was that thing that looks like this that does that. Use the correct name. What did you enjoy about this project? What was something that you wish you knew how to do but couldn't due to lack of knowledge? And remember, I always encourage you to go out to YouTube, whatever, to search for tutorials to figure out how to do stuff. But if there's something that you wish you would have known how to do, why couldn't you, and whatever. And then overall satisfaction of your artwork, like on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate your artwork? Be honest with yourself. It's not going to be used in the grading process like, oh, you gave yourself a 5, so I give you a 5. I just want to know what was your satisfaction of your artwork and why are you rating yourself that? Maybe you give yourself a 5 because you're like, I just feel like I really couldn't get XYZ to match. Or you give yourself a 10 because you're like, this really stretched my creativity, but I think that I really crushed this project and it was fun to do, or something along those lines. But so give me a rating on a scale of 1 to 10 and why that rating, you gave yourself that rating.